There's a Shadowless Charizard signed and sketched by Arita. But now check this out. This label, I didn't notice it before, but the label says first edition. That's so weird.
I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. Them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land.
Everybody, this is MotoMon, and this is going to be a Monday vlog style video. So I'm located in Houston, and there was a Houston Collectacon just a while ago. So that is this convention where people are just bringing Pokemon cards. Honestly, I think it was just like a Pokemon con convention, and it was absolutely amazing. I got things autographed by Natochenny, the voice actor of Ash. I got things autographed from illustrators from MetaZoo. Got sample packs from them. Saw amazing sealed vintage product and amazing graded cards and raw cards, and I was looking for error cards. It was just an absolute blast. So let's take a look at that footage right now. All right, so we're inside. That was Jose. Me and him, we're inside Houston Collectacon. We're seeing the outside. I'm seeing a bunch of plushies. All right, so let's make our way to our first booth. So we have, what is it, Heritage Auctions right here? That sounds really familiar. So up top, we got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks like vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Those cards are really cool. And then, bam, first edition base set Mewtwo, Alakazam, Chansey, Clefairy, Shining Mewtwo down there, Shining Gyarados first edition. That pack right there, that's a Top Sun pack. That's like where that Mewtwo came out of. There's greenbacks and bluebacks. We have Tropical Mega Battle. What is that? And then check this out right here. That is a beautiful trainer card. But Jose found something. These 4 position only cards right here. They actually came out of legendary collections packs, and they had expedition cards in them and that were placed in there so they can position the cards correctly. And then there's a first edition Lugia as well. Man, this is just a glimpse of the amazing things that you see at a convention. Legends Crystal Guardian cards. We got base set blisters right there. We got Neo boxes, Gym Hero boxes, Neo packs standing up right there, and then just more base set. That looks like some evolutions. I'm sorry for the glare. It looks really wild. And there's some more Top Sun and just Shadowless Blastoise up at the top. Shining Charizard GX. Man, this is like, you can almost just get overwhelmed by the amazing cards that you see at these conventions. It's just ridiculous. Like, you don't see these when you go to a convention like this. It just all hits you and you're just like, man, it's amazing. Just all these booths with just incredible card collections. All right, so the next thing that we're going to hit up right now is that MetaZoo. So there's that MetaZoo thing right up there. And that is like this new TCG that's really looking cool. So right here we see a lot of the illustrators. I believe they were signing people's cards. You needed to have a coin. At least like when we first came in the beginning, they were only doing signatures for coins. So I actually went on the other side of the booth where Kris Kampmann, who is another illustrator right there, bam, he does Pokemon illustrations, not for the TCG, but just like for his own. Like he really loves Pokemon. And then he got into MetaZoo. I believe he's like one of the head illustrators for MetaZoo. Like, he has a senior position with the illustrators, and I messaged with him. He's really active on Instagram, Kris Kampmann. So I think DM'd him a couple of times, and I've watched some of his lives and stuff. So all of his stuff just looks really awesome. And I brought a first edition MetaZoo pack, Cryptid Nation. That's the first set that came out. They had the Kickstarters, and then they had the first edition. So I actually grabbed a first edition one that I brought to him, to get signed. It looks so awesome. I'm just like, that's the first thing I got autographed for MetaZoo or Pokemon. So that's just such a cool collectible. I actually now have it authenticated by PSA. They couldn't put it in a slab, so I was really disappointed. But I do have that authenticated. Alright, now check these out. So not every booth has just like Pokemon cards or Pokemon plushies. Some places have really awesome art like this. So these signs almost look like they're glowing, and I want to say for some of them you can actually put like a light behind them. Not all of these were Pokemon. I think there's only one that was Pokemon related, and I'm going to show it in just a second. But I set up this gallery wall in my room, and it looks amazing, and I think one of these would have looked so cool. But when when I come to a Collectacon, all I'm thinking about is like, what cards or packs am I gonna put in my collection? I'm never really thinking about just spending money on display art, but who knows? Maybe you will. I'm just always thinking that I might find that misprint or error card for real cheap, and that's what I have my eyes on. But this right here, I might have to pick up later, because that Ash and Pikachu and then the Digimon guy and Dragon Ball Z and just like in that Japanese era just looks so awesome. Yeah, awesome. And it's awesome getting to talk to the people at the booth who just share this love in the hobby as well. That's like one of the greatest parts of going to these Collectacons, is just being surrounded with like-minded people and just all just grooving out on this amazing art and these amazing collectibles that sometimes you feel like not everybody understands, but when you're walking around, you're like, these people get it. They get it. Alright, so right here, I'll tell you what I look for. I look for War Turtles. I look for Shadowless and regular War Turtles, because I look for the War Turtle error box. Error. So there's another War Turtle. I also look for Dragonite. So there's that Dragonite right there. There's another War Turtle. I look for Haunters. I look for Ninetales. So, and I look for Pikachus, because there's the Ghost Pikachu. There's a no damage Ninetales. There's a bunch of these errors that a lot of people miss, especially when they have bigger booths, and they can't spend a lot of time looking at every single card. So yeah, I'm gonna look at. So I take out each one of those cards whenever I see them, and I just check for those errors, because that could be a real big win, and not everybody knows about them. Like, I have found errors at the end of a day at a Collectacon like this. Like, you would think, oh, everyone's looked for those errors before. No, they haven't. So definitely take the time and try to find them, because they are still there. All right, so I have Jose going out looking for these cards. So he just saw Ninetales and he saw that they were expensive. So he's like, hey, is this a no damage? And that's when you know, that was first edition, and I'll check those out later. So he's my dude. Jose's my buddy. He knows I'm looking out for War Turtles and Ninetales and all those other cards. He's learning real quick. Okay, so this is a rule I live by. If you see a stack of cards with a holographic E-Series Vileplume on the front, you pick them up and you look through all of them. I'm looking for other holographic E-Series, maybe some first editions, always looking for error cards, just beautiful art or anything that really sticks out to me. Like that full art trainer right there is really beautiful. There's a character card, Muck, Hypno, don't really care about those ones too much. Shiny Ditto's always cool. And then this is just a beautiful random stack of holographics. We had vintage, we had E-Series, we had Toys R Us holos, we have modern full art trainers, and then a non-holographic Charizard. That was a beautiful thing to just pick up and look through. Now right here, Jace Gotti-san got me into these cards right here. They're like the Topps cards. So there's a Techno, there's a Sparkle, and I think there's another kind of holofoil pattern. If you look at the back of the cards, it'll tell you which one is which. So I'm just going through these ones. These ones look more like the movie series ones in the back, but those are pretty cool too. It's a whole new type of Pokemon card that you can really get deep into and find they're worth some good amount of money. Yo, a Giant Legendary Collections Charizard. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. Just those actually look to be in pretty decent, like, those are pretty cool looking replicas. Like, you know, they're not real, but they just look really awesome. And I believe none of them were really that expensive. Man, those would be such an awesome display. I can't. All right, so now we're in line. Sarah Natochenny, she's the voice actor of Ash and a bunch of other Pokemon. I'm gonna get that pack signed. I chose that pack because it's a TV series Topps pack, and so it just, I don't know, I find it really relates to getting her autograph. I thought it would be absolutely perfect. And you're gonna see when I go up there and I show her the pack, she was just like really excited. She just got back from taking photos with somebody, and then she sees the pack and she's like, what? I never signed one of these. She actually took out her phone and took a picture of it herself as well. And then this is gonna cut out because the guy was like, no, you can't be recording this. Sumo wrestlers. So yeah, I thought about doing it for the YouTube channel to Sumo, but nah. All right, so back at MetaZoo, this is when they were handing out, I believe, some sample packs for Collectacon. If you got to them during certain times of the day. You got a special Collectacon pack, and then throughout the rest of the day, they handed out these sample packs. I was able to get a few sample packs. I think like a couple for me, one for a friend, J Bob and Sons, because he's really into MetaZoo and kind of introduced it to me, I think, actually. So I grabbed one for him as well. I wanted to grab some more, but they really stopped. I definitely got in line a few times, and they turned me back a few times as well. You kind of stick out when you have a camera. I'm like that person, like you have a camera. But yeah, the MetaZoo booth honestly got a lot of traction throughout the day. A lot of people hate on MetaZoo, but when you're handing out free packs and you have illustrators there signing things, like it was popping. It was doing really good. And the artwork, I'm just learning to appreciate it so much more. And yeah, that pack is pretty cool. Definitely gonna hold on to my pack for a while. So this is actually pretty cool. They actually had a PSA booth there. So I was able to authenticate the Natochenny autograph and Kris Kampmann's autograph over here. So there's the Pokemon pack and then the MetaZoo pack right underneath it. And they're doing like a special little promotion thing, so it didn't actually cost that much. They weren't able to slab the MetaZoo pack, so that was kind of a bummer. Both of them are authenticated now. This is a site I don't get tired at looking at ever. Legendary Collections, and that's a bunch of Gem Mint 10s. Just like some of the most beautiful cards out there with that firework reverse pattern. And those packs are like my favorite. That Evolutions one, I have one displayed in my office because it's like my favorite pack ever. This trainer card right here, this is something I haven't seen before. I want to say it's like really rare. So that was really awesome. That Pikachu, that's a special release promo Pikachu card that I see a lot of places going for ridiculous prices. It just blows your mind. Like the rarity of some of these cards that you just see out here. It's remarkable. There were some E-Series packs up there as well. DFW Pokemon. These guys were actually sending in things too. I actually got a pack of mine graded from them. And check this out. See that little jungle theme deck? I was like, what is up with that? That actually came in a special like theme deck box overseas, I think in Australia. I can't think of the name of the box, but they just had so many beautiful things here. I actually got to go to their actual store location in Dallas a while ago. But yeah, there again, that's that mini. It's like the size of a cigarette box. It's so cool. Almost picked it up just because I never really saw one before. And see, you can see the size difference right there. That's a regular size theme deck, and that's that little mini one. So it's basically like the size of the cards exactly in there. It's so cool. Let's take a look at it closer. Oh, I just love finding just like new Pokemon things. And people say that vintage cards can be boring because like new things aren't coming out. But honestly, there's just like so much to learn about vintage cards. There's so many different cards, and there's like, I don't know, I find myself every month just finding something new that I didn't know existed before in the vintage world. Like, you just need to keep your mind open and just know that there's going to be things that are still going to surprise you, like month after month. And this Power Reserve theme deck, the little mini one, is just one of those things that just like really got me by surprise. So cool being able to hold on to that. This right here is one of the items that is just like on my list. I need to get a Japanese base set pack. There's a few things that you want to know about Japanese base set packs before you get them. They have the yen amount on the bottom of the pack, and I believe the lesser amount, I forget if it's 100 yen or exactly what the amount is. I believe that one's the earlier release, and you have that chance to get the no symbol, like the no rarity symbol. They're just so gorgeous. I just love the artwork too. And that graded card right there, that's actually a commissioned graded card from Kris Kampmann himself. The gentleman who's showing me this card asked Kris to design that, I believe. So that's what he's telling me about right now. He's like, yeah, me and Kris, we go back, we know each other. And I had him design this card, and he totally made it, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. He said he's a fan of that dragon, and Mothman is just like the main character from MetaZoo. That's like the character everyone chose to like be the chase. So he's just really going off of how he loved that dragon design and how it's next to that Mothman. So it's just awesome seeing people who are really excited about trading cards and that just get like, I don't know, just get excited about this. I love hearing about it, and I love seeing these like one of ones. I think this is a 10 of 10. This one specifically, but yeah, super cool getting to see that. Alright, so here we got another MetaZoo collection, but this isn't like any other one. This right here has a bunch of Kickstarters, so these are like the first ones that came out, and some of them have these stamps on it. I think he was telling me like what the stamps were, but it was really hard to hear with like all the crazy music. But we have just these beautiful cards. He was selling some for like a little bit over $100. I just don't know enough about the market to spend that amount on MetaZoo, so I'd much rather spend it on Pokemon cards or something that I can actually grasp a lot better. Then, while he was showing me these cards, he told me he's actually the third place winner of like the first MetaZoo championship. So this is the card he got for winning third place, and I believe he got some other things too. But yeah, he told me, yo, you didn't even know. You're speaking to the third best MetaZoo player in the world. So yeah, it was so cool being able to talk to him about this card game that's just like so new, and that he's already just like been in it for a while, and seeing this like collection that's worth like thousands and thousands on this brand new trading card game. It just blew my mind. Definitely wish I knew more about MetaZoo, and yeah, definitely buy some. And those are some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi-Oh, I actually probably know less about that than MetaZoo. Alright, just check it out. Just so many more Japanese Gem Mint 10 slabs. I just love looking at these big collections of like PSA cards. Let's see if we can see some more down here. We have a, let's see, a War Turtle at a 10. We have Squirtle, Pikachu, another Pikachu. Another Pikachu. Man, I just sent in a Pikachu card to get graded, like a few of them, and none of them got the 10. I got like 9s and 8s. And then we got CGC. That KFC Pikachu promo was awesome. And look at this Shining Tyranitar first series Charizard. I need a first series Charizard so bad. I had one and I gave it away. I always thought I'd just pick one up again and they'd still be cheap, but man, they weren't. And then Umbreon is probably one of the most beautiful Umbreons. And this Shiny Tyranitar. This is just one of those cards that I'm just going to need to have someday in my collection. $200. I mean, it's a 6.5. You really need to buy the card and not the grade. So I'm looking at it, seeing if I really want to drop 200. I don't think so. Not today. I'll find something better. But yeah, that Charizard. Mwah. There's so many gorgeous cards here. I could literally spend like weeks just walking around and seeing everything and probably still not see half of it. There's just so much here. Look at all those slabs. Look at all this stuff. Oh, that Ho-Oh, that's my, I think that's the most beautiful card ever made right there. The Crystal Ho-Oh, regular hollow, that is like, that is my #1 favorite card right now. I just, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be. Look at 3.5, $450. I mean, it's still there, so it might be probably priced a little high. But man, if I can't afford a 3.5, I don't know what I'll ever be able to afford in that card. Probably gonna have to make a trade. Here, check this out. Some of the most beautiful cards you'll ever see. There's a Shadowless Charizard signed and sketched by Arita. But now check this out. This label, I didn't notice it before, but the label says first edition. That's so weird. This is a Shadowless. I wonder, like, I've been seeing mistakes with PSA lately, and it's like really rattling. Yeah, I use rattling because Rattle Pokemon has been uploading all these things, and I've heard about them before, but I don't think I even noticed it while first looking at this thing. But yeah, it's a first edition label on there. Still a really cool card. I don't know, maybe I was telling him about that, and that's weird. I don't think I'd necessarily buy this one. Just kind of fishy, but still, I mean, pretty awesome card, potentially. Another big bunch of Pokemon cards. You know what time it is. Time to check out all those Dragonites, all those Ninetales, all those Haunters, and see if I can find any error cards. So the area you're looking for in the non-hollow Dragonite, it's going to be the number on the bottom. You want to see a 5 instead of, I believe, 20-something, as you can see right there. If you find that error on a non-hollow Dragonite, that's big money. And I can't wait to someday find that error in the wild. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll show you some of the things I got back. We have this autograph that I got from Sarah Natochenny. So it came back in this thing. I didn't get the pack graded. I just wanted to get the autograph authenticated. Now this is like one of my favorite things in my collection. I was able to pick up this. I believe it was just for like 20 bucks. It's Misty's gym badge thing, Japanese. I just love that. I did pick up one of these. I don't think I recorded the footage, but it's actually a scene from the movie, from the reel, and I think I just got it for like $10. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Real cool thing. And then I got the autograph from Kris Kampmann right here. I got it authenticated by PSA, so they got a sticker up here on the pack. And that they wouldn't slab it though, because they said it was just slightly too big. And then I was able to pick up this Dragonite. This is my absolutely favorite non-holo card ever made. First edition. They wanted to sell it for $200, and I was like, yeah, no way am I going to spend $200 on this card. But I got to talk them down to, I think it was about $100 actually. So that was pretty cool. I got that, and I got this sealed Water Blast. This is another thing I got it. I talked them down. I want to say it was also around $100. I spent like $80, I think, on this one, and they wanted to sell it close to like $200, but it was close to the end of the day, so I was able to get it a pretty good deal because there's a little break in the seal just up over there. So I pointed out some of these things, and I was able to get it, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous in my collection. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video because I had such a blast filming this, and it was hard to put it together like how I got it, but I finally did, and I really enjoyed how this all came together. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more things like this, go ahead and subscribe. Mondays, I want to have my moto vlogs and like my vlog style videos where I go out to places. Wednesdays, it's going to be like whatever Wednesday, I'm going to put out some cool content, information about Pokemon or like things that I do or just like videos about the hobby. And then Friday is going to be my relaxing midnight with Pokemon videos. So I have all those lined up for this month. So yeah, if you think any of those things will be things that you like, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be seeing those things. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend.